advertising agencies. Then advertising agencies, I moved from the management side into the creative side because I used to write ads more than my creative guys. Then that time television was big, so we used to write a lot of TV commercials. I used to be always unhappy with the kind of TV commercials the ad filmmaker used to make out of my writing. So I told my boss that I can make better than this without having any training in filmmaking. He challenged me that saying that you make one with your own money. If I like it, I'll buy it. Otherwise, you lose your money. So I made one. I remember it was ICICI Bank. I made one and he liked it. And then I just, got into ad filmmaking without any training whatsoever. अपने आप सीख लिया सब कुछ. I made a lot of ads and was pretty successful in that. But somewhere the search for the truth, advertising essentially is an exaggeration. एक तरह से कहीं पर आप झूठ भी बोलते हैं कभी-कभी. So the search for trying to tell stories which touch the heart was there. मेरी फैमिली में, मेरे फ्रेंड सर्कल में कोई भी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री से नहीं है. मैं खुद बॉम्बे से नहीं हूँ. I didn't know where to start. So I used to do a lot of theatre since college. तो उसका थोड़ा सेंस था मुझको. बॉम्बे में I staged 2 Shakespeare plays which I directed. But filmmaking में मेरा कोई insight नहीं था. So I wanted to work with some directors like Shekhar Kapoor, Sudhir Mishra, whose films I'd seen and admired. So I found their address and I wrote letters to them with a copy of a script, which was the most amateur script you'll ever see because I had no training. It so happened that both, I kept on calling their homes and both came on the line and they had read what I had said and they found some potential. I worked with Shekhar on a couple of ads which I assisted him. Then I worked with Sudhir Mishra on Hazaron Khwaishein Aisi. Then I worked with him on various other projects. I have learned a lot from both these guys, especially Sudhir. And so that's the kind of filmmaking which I learned. And then I realized that, with the kind of films these guys are making, there's not much money. So I started an ad agency. So I started to make a living. And then now I make films out of passion. And I do advertising as a profession.
So talking about your early career, Manjunath,
Yeah. Yeah.
Sort of bravery to make that kind of film, that kind of subject.
Yeah.
What was the really stiff condition you faced by making the film or after releasing the film and even during the film?
So I'll tell you, I Manjunath, the film came to me because the trustees who were fighting his case got to know of me and they called me saying that we want to make a film on this so that the Manjunath story goes out. I said, filmmaking is expensive, do you have any money? They said, we have no money. So to check whether I really wanted to attempt it, I went for a couple of sessions court hearings in Lakhimpur. I realized that it's a genuine fight which is happening. It's a great story behind it. So I started collecting the funding. It took some time. I also did a lot of research on Manjunath's life. It took me 3 years. I went and stayed with his parents for some time. And once my script was ready, I was extremely kicked about it. But one, funding was an issue. The bigger problem was the kind of threats which I started receiving then also. When people in the market got to know there was oil mafia involved, I got all kinds of calls about it. I got actually scared, to be honest. Let me be human about this. I didn't want to make the film. I told Manjunath's mom that Auntie, I don't want to make the film and I'll give it to a big director, the script, so that that person might find it easier. Because they had already created a bond with me, they told me that, the parents told me that if you don't make the film will never get made. We will not give permission to anyone else. That was a big thing for me because I didn't want to be the coward because of who the story never came out. So I decided that life में कुछ करना है तो ये करना है. Then I went ahead. I didn't care anything about anything. Fortunately for us, the film got made seamlessly. We had some incidents while shooting. I decided to shoot in UP. I was pig-headed about the whole thing. There were some incidents. We had some plainclothesmen in our unit to protect us. We didn't want any uniformed police because that would attract more attention. Then the film got completed, and then 1 week before the release also, I got another call that, are you sure you want to release the film? We can give you double the money which you've put in or other investors have put in to not release the film. But now the film was made and there was no way the film could have stopped. So that's how Manjunath got made and came out. Thankfully for me, Viacom and FDC all partnered with me on this, and it got really well acclaimed in all the international festivals. It got bought by Zee in the box office. We did not do well because we did not have a major star. The promotion was lacking. but we picked up by Z and it got tremendous viewership because of Z. So that's the Manjunath story. That's how the whole thing happened and got released. And I think if you show courage, then all the forces dissipate somewhere.
Then the Virgins happened, that crossed 12 million views. There is a great viewership there. What do you say the short film format, which right now is at a rage? I mean, does this short film format help the filmmakers or actors in making their career ahead, going their career ahead?
So I see after Manjunath, I got 4 offers to make films on people who had died. That's the way the industry slots you. They thought that I could only make biopics, which I refused. So I did not want to start another feature film till this time I got a well-known actor into it, because I realized that in our industry, without a well-known actor, you don't get proper promotions. So I still wanted to tell my stories. So thankfully for me, the digital medium came forward. Though it's got a young audience, they are willing to watch all kind of stuff. They are exposed to Netflix and Amazon of the world and all kind of world cinema. So you can really experiment there. The Virgins was the first digital thing which I did. I was shocked to find, I mean, today we are sitting on 13 million views plus. 13 million is a lot of people. So for me as a filmmaker, if there's an audience watching my film, watching my work, it's a matter of pride for me. So Virgins I did just as an experiment. Because it worked, I continued to do short films. I think you're right. I think it's a great medium to, tell very interesting stories, sometimes which cannot be told on the feature film format. It's also a great medium to discover new talent. Sometimes in digital, I'm able to try not just newer actors, but also newer cameramen who I would otherwise in a feature film be scared of taking. I have a music composer who I started working with in the Virgins, who have continued working till now, a guy called Anuj, who's all of 22 years old, is tremendously talented. अभी उसको चांस नहीं मिलता अगर फीचर फिल्म होती तो न्यू टैलेंट की डिस्कवरी के लिए डिजिटल मीडियम बहुत अच्छा है. स्टोरी फॉर्मेट्स आप नए नए ट्राई कर सकते हैं. अभी मैंने जो रिसेंटली रिलीज किया लास्ट वीक, कहानीबाज विद आशीष विद्यार्थी. Now that has if you see that film, that has a story format which is very, very different to what you would find in a feature film. The same story is told several times in a different way. So I find it very exciting. Of course, I will be starting a feature film also probably at the end of this year and this thing. That's a different format. You do different things there. Digital is a different format. I'm open to everything. I'm excited by everything.
Right, and talking about your international project, what's the project all about, and what do you have to say about the Indian filmmakers? How far do you think can be successful making a film in a Western scenario? Because many have done this, many have got success, but many failed as well. So how challenging it is to become part of Indian as well as the Western culture?
Yeah. So my international project is called The Disguise. I've shot it in London last 2 months. It's in post-production stage right now. The writer of the project is an Indian who is called Riya Mukherjee. She had a wonderful story which had a premise which was based in London, which could only be done with international cast and crew. Fortunately, she got a partner in London to do it. Then she has also crowdfunded it herself. Now, I was actually surprised that I was selected as a director for that, because I have only gone on vacation to London till now. But I think the people who were deciding had seen Manjunath, had seen my other work. They felt that I could lend the sensibility to that film, that kind of premise. So all the auditions of cast and crew and everyone is international there. There is no Indian there, only I went from here and my associate director. All the auditions I did online. The casting of the actors, the cameraman is a Spanish fellow. Very talented young guy. My sound record is Italian. So in terms of sensibility, in fact, I was told on the last day of the shoot by one London co-producer, the line producer there, that he will introduce me to some international agents, because he felt that my sensibility is very international in nature. क्या होता है कि when someone comes from India and Bombay, they expect us to be a little loud and gaudy in our taste, because that's what they think Indian cinema is all about. It's much more than that. But when they found the way I was shooting the whole thing, the way I was handling the performances of the actors, the way I was telling the cameraman to take the shots, they felt it was a very international kind of thing. So they have introduced me to some agents, and now I'm talking to some agents to represent me there. I'm very excited. Not that I would love to continue working in India as well as internationally. No one wants to shift the base from here. See, wherever I get a chance, between mediums, between digital and feature film, if I get a chance to make an interesting story, I'll make it. If I get a chance to make an interesting story internationally, I'll make it there. If I get a chance to make an interesting story, I'm all about being able to tell the story which I came here to tell. It doesn't matter to me where I make it. Obviously, if it's international, it has to be to international taste. We have to do it with a sensibility which is international. We have to understand the culture. Like, for example, if you move around in London as compared to in Bombay, which is something I noticed within the first 2 days of landing, that if you move on the streets, people have a normal way of smiling at you and saying good morning or good evening. That doesn't happen in India. So as a director, you have to be observant. You have to capture that, because if you are going to represent that in a film or not represent that, if you do that in Bombay, it will look odd. Ki kyun good morning bol raha hai? In London, it's the done thing. So these are small mannerisms of people which you have to, as long as you're observant, you can change the way you pitch the whole film. I did not find it that difficult to adapt. Now I don't know about success, failure. तो खैर ऊपर वाले के हाथ में है. We cannot really decide about that. Whether I'll be successful in the international domain or in the Indian domain, we don't know about that. We just have to keep doing our work to the best of our ability.
So regarding the cast and crew, what you told, and regarding the subject is serious. What kind of subject it is, and the cast and crew, all the people from the international,
Yeah.
or anybody from the Indian fraternity also.
There is no one. In fact, we made sure that there is, not because we didn't want to, but because the script is such that all the characters were written from London. So there were some Indian actors who got to know about the project. They send us their show reels and said that we can pick up the British accent and all that. And some of them are reasonably well known in the Indian circuit also. But we never wanted to make it look like a half Indian, half British kind of project. The way the producer is looking at it, they are looking at doing the circles of the big international festivals first, like Toronto, like Berlin, like Cannes, and be able to, because वहाँ पर festival circuit में जाना बहुत बड़ी बात होती है, and उसके बाद you get a big international release. That's the whole idea. So I simply auditioned on merit. The story is based on the lives of two women. One is a person who's come from Lebanon. The other person who's come from Romania. Both are migrants into London, and it is a very universal concept, especially in relevance to what is happening internationally. Whether you look at what Donald Trump is doing in the US, कि आप अपने कल्चर को भूल जाइए, आप अमेरिकन बन जाइए, अपने कल्चर को याद रखेंगे तो हम यहाँ से निकल जाइए. ये जो इंटॉलरेंस पूरी दुनिया में हो रहा है, उस चीज़ को लेकर ये फिल्म है. बट ये फिल्म बिल्कुल पॉलिटिकल नहीं है. ये नहीं कि हम किसी की बुराई कर रहे हैं. हम कह रहे हैं कि एक नॉर्मल इंसान की ज़िंदगी में ये सारे जो इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स हो रहे हैं, जो पॉलिटिक्स हो रही है, उसमें एक नॉर्मल पर्सनल इंटीमेट कहानी में किस तरह से फ़र्क पड़ जाता है उसमें. So how much of adjustment we have to make in a large metropolis like London when we are coming from different locations of the world, because London is truly international. आप रोड पे चलेंगे, आपको कोई अफ्रीकन दिखेगा, कोई आपको एशियन दिखेगा, कोई चाइनीज़ दिखेगा, कोई आपको अमेरिकन भी दिख जाएगा, and within a span of half a kilometer. So there are so many accents which are there. In fact, the first 2 days of my prep, when I met all the actors and cast and crew, I had difficulty in trying to understand, because I was talking to someone with a strong Italian accent, and suddenly Spanish accents, and Romanian accents, and a Slovakian accent, and I'm sure they also had a difficulty in understanding my Indian accent. तो पहले तो मुझे constantly on a lighter side मुझको लग रहा था कि जैसे कि लोग बोल रहे हैं तो सबटाइटल नीचे लिखा हो, because I'm a filmmaker, I think like that. But after some time, the language of cinema is paramount, so we kind of understood what we were trying to say to each other. सीरियस सब्जेक्ट तो नहीं, मतलब सीरियस है, लेकिन उसको हमने ट्रीट काफ़ी उसको इमोशनली किया है. द फिल्म वी हैव जस्ट फिनिश्ड द व्हाट इज कॉल्ड द ऑफलाइन कट, and it's looking beautiful. It's looking amazing. The film is looking amazing, and it's even on the offline cut stage, the private circles where we are showing the film, that there are people who are feeling what we are trying to say in the film, which is what we wanted. They're feeling the conflict which those two women face, having come to London, having to wonder whether they have to lose their culture or whether they have to integrate into London culture, whether they have to be a Londoner or whether they can continue being a Slovakian. So that is जो एक तरह से इंडिया में आप बॉम्बे में बोलिए तो आप अगर गुजराती हैं तो या बंगाली हैं और बॉम्बे आके रहते हैं तो आपको कितना आप अपने रूट्स को लैच ऑन कर सकते हैं और कितना आपको फिट इन करने के लिए आपको और लोगों के साथ घुल मिल के रहना पड़ता है और कितना करना चाहिए. हम कोई स्टैंड नहीं ले रहे हैं कि आपको रूट्स पकड़ने के नहीं पकड़ने, हम सिर्फ कह रहे हैं ये कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है सब जगह. So that's what the film is all about. It's just that it's set in the international circuit, and we feel it's very relevant to today's times.
Lastly, asking, do you think as you are making international projects, our Hindi film projects, basically talking about, very few films can make a mark internationally, and even then, the mark is very limited. So what would you say about it? I mean, the kind of film being made in Western countries and the kind of film being made with a huge budget and huge promotion and marketing and everything else. So what would you say? Can that standard be matched when it compares to Western?
See, अभी मैं क्या बोलूँ इसके बारे में. Frankly speaking, to be honest, I have been to many international festivals when Manjunath was selected, and to be honest, like countries like Vietnam and Iran and South Korea make so many better films, and sometimes I have to say, sometimes you feel a little small representing India at these festivals because you're the only one there sometimes, and there are 5 Vietnamese films and there are 6 Iranian films. So such is the quality. Why this is the case? I think the primary reason this is the case is because India has a very big market. So क्या होता है कि हमारी फिल्में जो हैं उनको रिकवरी इंडिया से ही हो जाती है. तो भाई हमारे लोग, हमारी ऑडियंस थोड़ा सिनेमा इतनी इवॉल्व नहीं है, तो वो अभी भी मुझे ऐसा, सॉरी टू से, बट थोड़ा जो हमारे गांव में नौटंकी स्टाइल चलता था वही चल रहा है. सब कुछ है फिल्में और इतनी मेहनत नहीं है. आप जो बोल रहे हैं बड़े बजट्स तो हैं, लेकिन आप चाहे हमारे हिस्टोरिकल्स देख लीजिए, चाहे कुछ भी देख लीजिए, आप इंटरनेशनल हिस्टोरिकल्स देख लीजिए, उसमें क्या लेवल ऑफ डिटेलिंग है. उस पर आपको एक कॉस्ट्यूम गलत नहीं दिखेगी. मैं फिल्मों का नाम नहीं लूँगा, पिछले 4-5 साल में इट्स लाफेबल द काइंड ऑफ कॉस्ट्यूमिंग, काइंड ऑफ लैंग्वेज विच एक्टर्स यूज़, and the kind of detailing, historical detailing, Half the time I feel all these conflicts with especially historicals in India happen because the filmmakers are not doing hard work about the research. So obviously you're going to irritate someone or the other because आप ऐसे ही superficial level पे आप कर रहे हो. तो वो उसका रीज़न ये है कि आसानी से आप यहाँ से पैसा रिकवर कर लेते हो, आपको इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में जाना नहीं है. हालांकि वियतनाम में लोकल मार्केट इतना हैवी है नहीं, तो उनको तो उस कैलिबर का बनाना ही पड़ेगा कि वो इंटरनेशनल मार्केट वाले देखें भी सेकंड टाइम. तो ये एक तरह से जो हमारा एडवांटेज होना चाहिए था कि हमारा इंडियन मार्केट स्ट्रांग है, वो हमारा डिसएडवांटेज बन रहा है बिकॉज इट्स क्रिएटिंग लेजीनेस. मैंने मंजुनाथ में 3 साल रिसर्च की थी. उसके मैं कम से कम 150-200 फ्रेंड से मिला था और उसमें से 150-200 फ्रेंड में से 3 या 4 फ्रेंड्स की कहानी मैं फिल्म में ला पाया. लेकिन मैं बाकी लोग से इसलिए मिला क्योंकि मैं जिस कैरेक्टर के बारे में मैं जानना चाह रहा था वो मर गया था, तो उसकी कहानी औरों की ज़बानी ही मुझे मालूम पड़ेगी. तो इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी कि आप वही चीज़ आप रिसर्च करें जो फिल्म में आएगी. आपको पूरे अंदर घुसने के लिए, अंदर से फील करने के लिए आपको उसकी लाइफ में घुसना है. तो ये जो मेहनत मुझे लगता है जो होती है, मैं छोटा मुँह बड़ी बात बोल रहा हूँ, वो हमारे यहाँ थोड़ी लैकिंग है. इसलिए हमारा फिल्म का कैलिबर उस लेवल का नहीं है. मैं तो बड़ा खुश हूँ. लोग यहाँ पर बड़ी वरी करते हैं कि हॉलीवुड फिल्में आके यहाँ पर रेवेन्यू कर रही हैं. मैं इसका एग्जांपल लेता हूँ. पहले हमारे देश में एम्बेसडर ऑफ फिएट गाड़ी बनती थी, फिर इंटरनेशनल टेक्नोलॉजी आई तो एम्बेसडर फिएट वाले, बिरलाज और ये सब वाले सब बड़े परेशान हो गए कि प्रोटेक्ट करो, क्या ज़रूरत है. अभी देखिए गाड़ियाँ कितनी मॉडर्न हो गई हैं. तो वैसे ही होगा, जैसे जैसे इंटरस्टेलर आएगी इंडिया में और सब आएंगे तो यहाँ पर कंपटीशन बढ़ेगा, तो अपने आप सब लाइन पे आ जाएंगे. तो क्योंकि ऑडियंस को चॉइस मिलेगी. अब डिजिटल मीडियम आने के बाद देखिए स्लोली नेटफ्लिक्स जब से इंडिया में हो गया है तो यंगस्टर्स नेटफ्लिक्स पे ज़्यादा जा रहे हैं, तो इंडियन वेब सीरीज़ भी अभी लाइन पे आ जाएंगी. देखिए 2-3 साल की बात है, नहीं तो सर्वाइव ही नहीं करेंगी. क्यों एक यंगस्टर एक गंदा सा वेब सीरीज़ देखेगा जब उसको नेटफ्लिक्स देखने की अपॉर्चुनिटी है. तो all this competition is very good. We should integrate globally so that our standards. Finally, beneficiary should not be the person who's making that stuff. The beneficiary has to be the audience, and the audience has to get the very best. And if it is the Indian content which is the best, so be it. If it is not, then so be it. Thank you, sir.